as long as I've been thinking about making games, I've been thinking about making a space game. We formed our first company, NetDevil, specifically to make a space game. That was when we first brought the idea of a multiplayer space game. We've been thinking about doing that ever since. What could we do with new technology? Where could this go? How could it evolve? Jumpgate as a product has been running for 11 years now, and we just found out that it was closing. We need to see that vision, that dream continue, and it's part of why we're coming to the Kickstarter crowd to help get this product out to market faster.
Kickstarter gives us a chance to connect directly with the community of fans that are out there. We know there's a ton of people that loved our original games in Jumpgate. We had over 250,000 people sign up for the beta for Jumpgate Evolution. What we want to do with this is connect directly with that community that's out there, hopefully grow it as time goes on, but really kind of serve other people like us that are really excited about the idea of exciting space battles, right? Getting into giant fights out in space, and fighters swarming all over the place, and connect directly with you guys.
Traditionally, you've needed a publisher. They would bring two important things to the table: distribution channel to the stores, and they bring money, they bring financing to help develop the project. Now, the internet has really become the best distributor anybody could hope for. Programs like Kickstarter can provide the funding aspect.
So the concept of Squad Wars is an idea we've had for a long time about focusing on the truly great, epic moments that you've had watching movies, reading books, playing video games, TV shows, any of those things where you can remember all those awesome battle scenes. We want this game to focus on those battle scenes and allow you to experience them over and over again, and that's the focus of what you're doing every time. So for everyone who backs the project, I think we have a lot of cool stuff, including, early access to the title, special developer access throughout, or attendance in our launch party when the game actually comes out. But one of the things I'm the most excited about is control over what's the first experience that we're going to create in the game. So every backer who comes into this project is going to get a vote on what is the first epic space adventure that happens in this game. So we'll compile a list down to 10 of the top sort of suggested things from our forums that people suggest while we're funding this, and then once funded, everyone will get a vote, and of course the more you fund, the more votes you get towards that choice.
One of the first space games that I played was a game called Life Force, and what I remember in particular about this game was that it was 2 players at once, and that enhanced the experience greatly, actually having a partner to go through these battles with.
Star Wars, all the chase scenes, Han Solo, the Millennium Falcon cruising through the asteroids, hiding the monster. The epic battle at the end of Serenity, where just like the massive ships kind of come into each other.
One of my favorite sci-fi moments is the three-breasted woman from Total Recall.
Most recently, Serenity, the very end of that movie, where the ship comes to the ion cloud, and you think, it's just a little ship, not much is going to happen. And like all the other ships come through. Fan-made Ender's Game movie trailer that they made, they took clips from like everything. All these ships coming in together, him commanding where they're going to be going, all the special effects over the top, everything's all sliced together brilliantly.
You see a lot of the scenes from Battlestar Galactica, right? The new reboot. It's all about that moment when you're right behind the other guy, you've got your guns blazing, and your ship's all shaking around, and you can barely keep control of it.
Battlestar Galactica, straight up, man. It's about those ships. So they're hauling ass in one direction, and they flip around and cut the thrust. They're still going this way, firing back the other direction. The battle scenes, Star Trek 2, really, I don't know, they really did it for me. It's a battle of wits as much as it's a battle of reflexes and firepower.
A book I just read recently called The Black Page brought in a whole different aspect of space battle. They had modern spaceships with modern weapons, but they also had magic built in there too. So they had these weird creatures that were trying to fight them with throwing big projectiles.
Coolest thing I ever saw was in Aliens, the sequel. The dropship is coming down, and it just drops like a rock. And all the Marines are just yelling and yelling as they're coming down. And all of a sudden, 2 missile racks just come open and are ready for war and stuff.
My favorite experience in MechWarrior is partly because, you could blow off someone's arm, blow off someone's leg, and then you could basically just penalize them in a very specific way.
When this project is funded, all of the funds go to a production. We, the ownership group, Ryan and Rich and I, will not be taking any of this funding. It's all about building this game and getting it to market as fast as possible. We need you to come to our forums, and we need you to tell us about what was your favorite experience in any kind of space battle. It could be a movie, it could be a book, it could be something from a TV show, a video game, or it could just be something you've thought of and you've never seen before. But wouldn't it be amazing if, whatever. Please come and talk to us about it. Let us know on our forums and help us make it real.